Hi folks, thanks for watching Hacks, Skills and Mods. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to not flinch when you shoot a pistol. The target I have set up is 10 yards from where I'm going to be shooting, and we'll shoot 5 rounds. The flinching with a pistol is the biggest enemy to most people's pistol accuracy. The slightest movement in that pistol when you pull the trigger is going to make a difference in your shot. Of course, the more the movement, the more the difference it's going to make in your shot. But even the slightest movement is going to make a difference in your shot. So let me shoot these 5 rounds, see what I can do on the target, and then I'll explain how to do the drill to you so that you can improve your pistol shooting. I'm going to zoom the camera in on the target so you can see where they hit good. Okay, so one was a little low and left. The other 4 I could cover with my thumb from the knuckle to the end. Not bad, I'll take that. The difference in shooting a pistol and shooting a rifle is you don't have a stock against your shoulder to stabilize on a pistol. Okay, your pistol cannot, on a rifle, your muzzle can move left and right, up and down, and that's pretty much it. With a pistol, you have the added ability anywhere in this range, okay, from the front or from the back, that pistol can move. So it's not as stable because there's not as much of it touching your body, okay. So the slightest twitch when you pull the trigger can make a difference in your shot, and a twitch that you don't even know you're doing can make 6 inches difference in your shot at 10 yards. I've seen people completely miss a target at 10 yards by flinching. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera so that I'm pointing the pistol downrange. I'm going to give you some examples, and I'm going to explain the drill to you, how you can do this and how you can improve your shooting. Okay. When shooting a pistol, this is what you want, okay? When you pull that trigger on an empty chamber, see how the gun doesn't move? That's what you want. If you pull the trigger on an empty chamber and you go like this, you just missed your shot by 6 inches. You just missed where you were trying to hit by 6 inches. Just that slight little movement. The way you teach yourself not to do this, if you've got a revolver, if it's a 6-shot revolver, you take 3 rounds, you put them in the cylinder in chambers, leaving an empty chamber between all of them. You spin the cylinder, stop it, then close it, then thumb cock it, and shoot. Okay, if you get that with no movement, that's great. If you anticipate the recoil and there's an empty chamber and you do this, that's what you're trying to prevent. Okay, it's not something that's you're going to fix in 1 or 2 tries. You're going to have to do this pretty regularly, okay, until you get used to not flinching. You spin the cylinder so that you don't know if you have a live chamber or an empty chamber. Okay? When you hit a live chamber, hey, that's okay. Just replace that round. Do it again. When you hit an empty chamber and you flinch, you're going to know it. It's going to be so obvious. Even the slightest flinch will be so obvious to you. Other people may not see it if it's very slight, but you'll know you done it. And that gets in your head and says, okay, this is what I'm not supposed to do. You are not a steel beam, and even if you were, the recoil of a handgun will still vibrate a steel beam. Okay? You don't want to try to offset that by flinching. When that thing goes off, just let it jump. Just let it do what it's going to do. You're not going to be able to stop it. It's physically impossible. Okay? If you have an auto loader, you can do this one of two ways. You can turn your head and have your buddy stand beside you. He racks the slide. Maybe he put a round in it, maybe he didn't. Then you raise the pistol up and shoot, and that's what you want. Okay? And you just, your buddy has to alternate that. He can't leave it empty all the time because you get used to it. He can't leave it live all the time because that's not going to help you. But your buddy has to alternate that randomly. If you have an auto loader and you don't have anybody to shoot with, if you reload or know somebody that does, load 4 or 5 rounds, no powder, no primer, just seat a bullet in an empty case. Okay? When you go to the range, you have to use bullets that are identical to what you're shooting, so you can't tell the difference. But don't look. Mix those up in your hand with a few live rounds. Put them in a magazine, put them in a pistol without looking. Then you don't know which round is live and which one is not, because other than the primer being there or not there, you can't look at it and tell the difference. But if you mix them up in your hand and don't look and put them in a magazine, you don't know which one's where. So you can train yourself out of flinching. This one thing will increase your handgun accuracy by 10 times. It's amazing how much better you can shoot when you don't flinch. Okay? So, thank you folks for watching Hack Skills and Mods. Thanks to our emergency service personnel and our military veterans. You folks keep us safe, and we really appreciate you for it. Check out Hawk Creek Armory. They have some wonderful gun deals. They do advertise on Facebook. They do custom work. They build rifles and 1911s from scratch now. So, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have a question, please ask. I'll be glad to answer it for you. And subscribe to my channel if you don't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. You folks have a great day.